Hello, I'm Kari Samuels, your intuitive counselor and happiness coach with your February forecast. And this month is going to go fast. This is definitely a speedy month. And you may have noticed that January flew by so quickly, and yet it felt like you packed a whole lifetime into the month. Didn't it feel like that to you? So that's really a sample of what this year is like. It's an action-packed year. It's a life-changing year. And this is a time when you're really going to be discovering who you are and how you want to share your light with the world in a bigger and better way. And this month is the time to really take action on it. This is a month that is full speed ahead, it's action-oriented, because there are no retrogrades in the sky right now, and there's no major planetary shifts, and we don't have that until next month. So February, this is the month where you're really meant to do things and take some risks and take action and move ahead with your plans, no matter how scary they feel to you right now, especially if they feel scary. It's time for you to really stretch yourself and take some risks and take action toward doing those things that you've been dreaming about for so long. Now, before we talk a little bit more about this month, I want to give a perspective on last month as well, because it's a continuum, right? And this whole year really is about renewal. This is a year where you're really meant to do things in a completely different way and really change course and head more toward your destiny. Do more of what your soul intended. So you've had a few years where you've been soul searching, and especially last year, you haven't really felt like you've had a chance to move ahead. Well, now is your time to do that. Now, you may have started off this year being like, yeah, I'm going to do all these things. And last month, a lot of those plans may have changed. A lot of your intentions may have changed. That's because of eclipse season. We began this year with that eclipse season, right? And eclipses are meant to help you bring things to light that have been previously eclipsed from your consciousness, even past life gifts that you have. They can come to the surface, and you can have these realizations about them. And you may have also discovered that certain things that you may have wanted or intended in the beginning of the year don't feel as delicious for you anymore. And that's all part of the plan. That's part of why we began this year with this eclipse season. And you know, since this is a year of a lot of newness and a lot of stepping forth, anytime you're doing something new or trying something new or reinventing yourself in any way, there's this period of discovery, right? And feeling things out a little bit. And a lot of this year is going to be like that. And this month especially is a time of experimenting, and it's a time of exploration and change. We are in a 5 universal month. February 2019 is a 5 universal month. And 5 is a number of change. 5 is a number of breaking up routines and breaking up structures that aren't quite nourishing and stable, and really exploring in all kinds of different areas. So this 5 energy is not so much about trying one new thing and going for it. The 5 energy likes to explore all kinds of newness, right? So this is really a time of breaking up your routines and expanding, feeling things out in different directions. So if you're not sure about what you want to do or how you want to do it, don't really get so set on just one way or one thing. Just feel things out, explore, experiment, have fun. That's what this 5 energy is about. It's also very social, and it's about promoting change. And because we have no retrogrades right now, the sky is wide open for you to really do things. So I encourage you not to wait to take some actions on your intentions simply because you're not clear about what they are. It's actually what the universe is telling us right now is it's okay not to know. Just keep trying new things until something feels right. So something may not feel right, but at least you tried it and saw what it was like and felt what it was like. 5 is associated with the 5 senses and really experiencing things for yourself by actually having a physical experience of trying something, right? So it doesn't matter if it doesn't work out, at least you're knowing like what's maybe an area to go toward and what isn't. So you'll get clarity by taking action, and I highly recommend that you take action this month toward doing what it is you want to do. We start with retrogrades next month. Mercury goes retrograde, and that's a little bit more, retrograde, right? And from March all the way through September, it's a little bit more busy in the sky, so you really want to do it now, right? So I have 3 suggestions on how to do that, and what best ways to navigate this kind of exciting energy that we have right now. Now, the first thing is to take stock of what brings you joy. Now, thanks to Marie Kondo, everyone cleaned out their closets during January and the thrift stores got lots of donations, right? So you know in your wardrobe what brings you joy, what sparks joy. But have you done that in your life? Have you looked at the elements of your life and really, truly with fresh eyes, taken stock of the relationships, the activities, your career, the elements within your career and the elements within your life, what it is that brings you joy and what it is that maybe can enervate you in some ways, or things that you dread a little bit? It could be a little bit of both. It's really important to take stock of that so you know what areas you need to change and what areas you need to build upon and what areas need a little bit of revisiting, right? So as you do that, here's step number 2, is to expand your horizons and stretch yourself. So the things that are bringing you joy right now, great. Keep doing them and do more of them, and you can also experiment within that as well. Just have fun with it. Those areas in your life that aren't bringing you joy, what is it that you can do differently to change them? And most likely you've been holding yourself back in some way because you've been scared, perhaps. There's something that's like, or maybe you just, you're in your routine and you think you don't have time, but this is the time to really put yourself out there in different ways. 5 is associated with media and social media and groups and group energy. So if there's any way that you can engage with groups and learn new things and really learn through experience and expand your horizon. Maybe you want to join a meetup. Maybe you want to meet new people. Maybe you want to learn something, especially if it involves groups and other people, and especially if it's something in your career where you need to like stretch yourself and put yourself out there a little bit more. Oh, this is the perfect time for it. So do it, expand. And remember, it's not about like one thing or another. Just keep doing different things. And if this one wasn't good, then try another one, right? So have fun and explore. Which brings us to number 3. Make sure that you're having fun. 5 is the number of fun, right? And those areas in your life where you may feel like you're more routine or like they're not really sparking a lot of life within you and joy. That's probably because, even with something that once brought you joy and you have an intention of what you want to do, once you start getting into the work of something, it can become like automatic pilot and you're just going through the motions. So it's important to infuse those activities with joy, and it's important to have fun with what you're doing. Because that's going to create more joy and fun energy in your energy field and in your life, and attract more joyous people and circumstances to you. And the thing is, like, let's say that you're working on a project, like let's say in your career you're working on a project that is something really meaningful for you, but you're stressing about it. It's like not fun while you're doing it. That energy is going to get infused in that this whole entire time. Yet if you're bringing that fun into the things that you're doing while you're doing it, that gets infused into everything as well. So for instance, let's say I'm about to make a video and I'm excited about what I want to share with you and I'm having fun talking to you. You're going to feel that, right? You're going to feel all that joy and fun energy that I have. But let's say I'm about to film this video and I'm like, ugh. Oh my gosh, I have to film this video. I don't want to. You're going to feel that too, right? And it affects everything. So even if you can bring joy and fun into other areas of your life, it's going to start to raise up those areas that aren't benefiting you anymore, and then you can see changes come in those areas of your life too, because you're simply raising your vibration around everything. So that's what this wonderful 5 energy is teaching us this month. So I hope that's helped you really feel excited about the month and make the changes that are going to bring you this kind of joy in your life. And if you've enjoyed this video, I encourage you to share it with your friends. I'm sure they will appreciate you for it. And I have so much more to share with you, so make sure you are subscribed. And I have another goodie for you. Because we talk about the universal energies every month, you get to know what that is. And you also have a personal numerology for the year based on your birth date. And I created a free guide where you can find your personal numerology for the year and what that means for you and what you can focus on. So you can get that guide using the link below, and it is absolutely free. So I hope I've encouraged you to have a fabulous, fun, fantastic February and beyond. Lots of love. Bye for now.